This is the BTS coming to you for a Monday insight on cocky versus confident subject. I've realized in my career that no matter what you do, you're going to get categorized as one, the other, or both. I think the real boundary line that people are forgetting is how we go about expressing our gifts and success onto people. How are we really trying to make them feel? What are our true intentions behind it? Because to me, cockiness implies that you're trying to make people see what you want them to see, while confident implies seeing yourself how you want to be seen. Be confident with expressing your gifts, but be cocky to yourself. Be cocky to prove something to yourself. Time to go. Man, I had to come back inside. It's windy. It's windy out there. But to go back to what I was saying, man, try to prove something to yourself. Be cocky with yourself. Try to prove something to yourself. All right, I have this little fun clip that I want you guys to tune in on. You tell me if I'm being cocky or confident. All right, hold on. I am tired of people coming up to me saying, "See, you want to race? See, I'm faster than you." Boy, do you know who I am? Do you know who I am, boy? I hope you enjoyed that video, but it goes back to what I was saying, that try to prove something to yourself. Be confident with yourself. Be confident with trying to express your gifts and talents. But be cocky with yourself. Be cocky to yourself. Try to prove something to yourself. If that makes sense, I'll give an example. When I was in my track career, the way I trained and the way I carried myself, a lot of people thought I was cocky. And when I heard that, I got so frustrated. I'm like, man, I am not cocky. Why are people saying that? I'm to myself. I worry about myself. I worry about my craft. Why are people saying that I'm cocky? I had to understand that it was about how I came across when I finished meets, or how I trained. Because when I finished meets, and I came off there and I'm like, and I didn't see the time that I wanted. I looked up at the screen. I'm like, you get all those teammates. You get all those, good job, first place. Man, I don't care about no first place, bro. I care about that time. That time means everything to me in this sport. That time. First place, man, come on. I don't care about no first place, man. To a degree, because I am a two-time national champion. I thank God for that. Thank you, Lord. But I'm worried about that time. I spend too much hours in the day to be hitting times that I thought were mediocre for myself. I don't have time for that. I'm trying to improve. We only have 2 months in the season until nationals. I gotta make stuff happen. I gotta make stuff happen now. I can't be waiting until conference week, and I gotta see results now. I gotta see my fruits of my labor paying off a little bit. Let me see a sign. Let me see a little sign. It don't have to be big. Just let me see something so I can keep progressing, so I can keep being motivated. Motivating myself, seeing progress within myself, knowing that, hey, you spend too much hours in the day to be messing up, so act straight. Don't be letting your body get all wobbly. Don't be looking at the person on the side of you. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? That's how I would talk to myself. I would come across that lie dead face. I'm like, yeah, I see it. I see he's cocky. I'm like, hated that. But it seemed like it started to change once people started to get to know me. Once people started to know what I actually did in my off time. Sometimes I would have fun, cool. We all gotta have fun sometimes, but I kept myself to strict limits. I kept myself to strict boundaries. I kept myself around small amount of people. And they were not necessarily on the track team. They were mostly outside of it. My best friend, he was on the track team, but when I really think about it, I couldn't be around people who didn't have the same mindset as me, who weren't sacrificing the same as me to get where I wanted to be or to get where they wanted to be. You gotta sacrifice something. Whether it was time, whether it was anything. If you really want something, you will sacrifice. You will sacrifice. It's a necessity. It's a necessity. You can't have everything in the world. It just doesn't work like that. But even when I put on those hours of training, I walked around, I'm like, yes. Like, you talk to me, I'll talk to you respectfully, but yes, I'm going to hold myself up. I'm going to hold myself up around this me. I'm going to hold myself up around this track me. I'm going to hold myself up even when I lose because, hey, I know that I put in the work. I put in the work. Why I got to put my head down? Why I got to do that? Is that what it means to be confident? In my eyes, it doesn't. All right? Again, it goes back to what I believe. I think the whole cockiness thing is a perception and assumption until you actually get to know the person. Then you can base it off of it. But for now, it's cockiness. It's just you trying to make people see what you want them to see. You're expressing it on them. You're expressing it. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. While confidence implies seeing yourself how you want to be seen. A humble person. To himself, low key. Not trying to get out there and say, hey, look at me, brag. Because if I was really cocky, trust me, you would know it. There would be no assumptions. There will be no assumptions, okay? Because me being cocky, I would express it onto you with dominance. I ain't got no time to be doing this, little that, little that. Oh, yeah. No, I'm the best. What are you doing here? What are you doing here at my table? If I was really being cocky. But people don't understand that. They don't understand that. So anything they see that they wouldn't do, they perceive as cockiness. Anything they see that they wouldn't do is perceived as cockiness. Because they would never be in those shoes, or they can't imagine being in those shoes. They say, I have to put something on it. They have to put a label on it, whatever. I don't know. But I think what I said at the end, be confident with expressing your gifts, but be cocky with yourself, to yourself. Because you're only trying to prove something to yourself. I know sometimes when I'm playing basketball, I'm like, yeah, see, they can't guard you to myself, but I'll say it out loud. Not intended for the other person at all. But man, I've been working on that, bro. I've been working on trying to stay, smooth when I shoot the shot, or smooth when I make this dance move. Like, I've been training that. So it's almost like my future mindset is talking trash or lifting up my current mindset. I'm always fighting with myself. I don't care about other people. I don't care about what they're doing or what they're eating or, how they're going about their day. See, that's the problem with social media. Like, we're taking time out of our days to see what other people are doing. Nah, I want to watch what am I doing? What am I doing to affect the world? Tired of seeing these other people affect the world. What am I doing to affect the world? What am I doing to make my impact? What am I doing? But it's like I'm just fighting with myself. I'm competing with myself. So how can I not talk trash to myself? My future self is the elite. It hit me when Post Malone said, man, I ain't even in my final form yet. I took that to heart, bro. I'm not in my final form. But I know what my final form mindset would be thinking. And you know what? It's like, it's trying to look down on me. I'm like, nah, bro, what's up? I'm coming up. What's up? That's literally how I think. That is literally how I think. So whether you're confident or cocky, okay, remember to stay humble. Know who gave you those gifts. Because what we're doing or what we led to do is a gift at the end of the day. It's a gift. And how we steward those gifts determine our success, determine our outcome. It's all about stirring what you got. What are you doing? What are you trying to show your followers? What are you trying to do? Okay? Be confident with expressing your gifts, but be cocky with yourself. Be cocky to prove something to yourself. Grow, grow, and grow, man. I hope you got a little bit something for that. This is the BTS, man, coming to you with all different facets of myself, how I think, how I approach the game, and what I'm going to do to control my destiny, to control my life, and get closer with the one above, God Almighty. Let's go. Stay tuned, man. Follow me on the gram, Instagram, at Behind the Scenes. Follow my YouTube channel, all right? Behind the Scenes. And stay blessed, man. Stay safe out there. There's a lot of chaos in the world, but there's a lot of peace in the world too. So please do not get confused and surround yourself with the best. You have a good rest of the day. BTS out!